Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't posted in like 3 or 4 years, I would say, but I wanted to get on here and kind of just talk, because I feel like I have a lot to say, and I didn't even do a lot of research on what I'm about to talk about, but I just kind of want to share my feelings about it, just a quick little video, just put something out. So yeah, let's get into it. So today I want to talk about something called hypernormalization. So I asked DeepSeek to give me facts about hypernormalization, and this is what it gave me. Hypernormalization is a concept that was popularized by British filmmaker Adam Curtis in his 2016 documentary titled Hypernormalization. The term refers to a state in which society, governments, and individuals accept a simplified or distorted version of reality because the true complexity of the world has become too overwhelming or difficult to understand. Here are some key facts and ideas related to hypernormalization. Origin of the term. The term hypernormalization was originally coined by anthropologist Alexei Yurchak in his 2006 book, Everything Was Forever Until It Was No More, The Last Soviet Generation. Yurchak used it to describe the Soviet Union in its final years, where people knew the system was failing but continued to pretend it was functioning normally. Let's see what else. Key themes. Simplified reality. Society is presented with a simplified version of reality that is easier to manage and control, but it often ignores underlying truths. Technological influence. The rise of the internet, social media, and algorithms has contributed to this phenomenon by creating echo chambers and filter bubbles that reinforce simplified narratives. Political disillusionment. Curtis argues that politicians and leaders have given up on trying to solve complex problems and instead focus on maintaining the illusion of stability. Corporate power. Large corporations and financial institutions have gained significant influence, often shaping policies and narratives to serve their interests. And here are some examples of hypernormalization in the past. The Soviet Union. Yurchak's original example where the Soviet government and citizens pretended the system was working even as it collapsed. The 2016 US presidential election. Curtis highlights how the election was influenced by fake news, social media manipulation, and a general sense of disillusionment with traditional politics. The Middle East. Curtis explores how Western governments and leaders created simplified narratives about the Middle East, ignoring the region's complexities and contributing to ongoing conflicts. Here's the impact hypernormalization has on society. Apathy and cynicism. Hypernormalization can lead to widespread apathy as people feel powerless to change a system they don't fully understand. Erosion of trust. Trust in institutions, governments, and media declines as people become aware of the gap between reality and the narratives they are fed. And escapism. Many people turn to entertainment, technology, or other forms of escapism to avoid confronting the complexities of the world. So, I kind of just wanted to spit out the facts there because I saw a video the other day on, I think it was Instagram, either Instagram or TikTok, basically talking about hypernormalization and the term, and I was really intrigued by it because I firsthand experience it like every day. Current times are just fucking insane, and I feel like we as a society, at least in the US, we're constantly expected to pretend everything's okay and go about our day as if our society isn't crumbling, as if our nation isn't falling, And I just think it's ridiculous, honestly, because like I work at a school with so I'm a BII, and I work with autistic children. So I have a school case, and I go with my kid and I help her throughout the day. And you know, maybe, I can't even remember, everything's been happening so fast, but I think it was last month. Feels like so long ago, but there was the LA fires, and I live in LA, and it was like there was just fires all over LA for like 2 weeks straight, and they didn't go out until like 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. It just feels like forever ago, but I know it wasn't that long ago. And it's just crazy to me because, LUSD was expecting all the kids, most of the kids, if the school wasn't directly impacted by the fires, to go back to school and act like everything was okay. And I was just, I just went to work, and I was just like, it's not okay. Like, these kids, they're probably traumatized, because I am 24 years old and I was traumatized. Like, I was scared to go to work because of the air quality, and worrying if my city was gonna burn. It's just really scary. And I live near the valley, and there was fires around the valley, and just reports of arsonists, and it's just crazy. Like, I don't know, I really don't like this culture that we've created, where it's so focused on capitalism and productivity that we can't even have time to process the trauma that we're really going through. And we see that now too. Fast forward to now, current day, with Trump being elected, and then Elon just fucking just I don't know. He's putting his nose into things that he shouldn't be doing, and he's accessing documents, and just he's using his privilege of wealth, money, and he's using it for evil. He's using it just because he's power hungry, money hungry. And I don't understand how we're expected, and especially kids right now, expected to act like everything's okay when it's really not. And I saw the other day on Instagram as well that the White House page is posting like memes. I don't think they're memes, but quote unquote memes, and making fun of, like, there was this one where it was like ASMR deporting illegal immigrants or something like that. And I was just like, how sick can you be to make a joke like that? These are people with real lives and families, and it's just not funny. Like, I don't understand, like, these people's brains. Like, they're so evil. Like, and first of all, no one is illegal on stolen land. My people were here first, and the fucking colonizers fucking raped and brought diseases and tormented my people. So, it's just sick. Like, I don't know. And I went to a protest the other day, and it just felt really nice to, just be with like-minded people who are sick and tired of hypernormalization. So I think more people should speak up about it. Stop pretending like everything's okay. It's not healthy for our mental health. It's not healthy for our bodies. It's not healthy for the kids who are still learning and growing. And if they see all the adults around them pretending like everything is okay, it's gonna make them, I don't know, like, they're just gonna have, I don't even have words, but we're just getting to like a really, really disturbing, disgusting, and inhumane period of time. And I'm just sick and tired of, people expecting everyone to act like everything's okay when it's really not. We should all go on a general strike. I'd be so down for that. I don't make a lot of money right now, but I have somewhat steady income now. A few months ago, I did not. I was a substitute teacher, and I started getting less jobs, and I had to switch jobs. So I'm blessed to have a steady job now. But Trump is discussing about defunding the education system, and it's just not right. I just don't like how the kids today are expected to pretend like everything's okay, and I empathize with them because if I were them, I wouldn't want to go to school. I wouldn't want to do my work. I would just be so distracted by everything else going on in the world, the fires, ICE, the police, the president who's calling himself king now. Like, just insane. Absolutely insane. And not to mention multiple diseases going around, like measles, bird flu, COVID still, the flu, RSV. Let me know if I missed any. But yeah, it's just really bad right now. And I try to wear a mask as much as I can. I was really sick last week, and I had to call off work for a few days, and I don't know, even then I almost feel guilty for calling out of work, not going to work. But I can't force my body to do something that it can't do. So yeah, I don't know. And I don't know, I know our society just needs to change completely. We need to do a complete 360. And I'm just sick and tired of hypernormalization, especially on social media. Even I am guilty of, at times, hypernormalizing my life on social media specifically. I don't show all the bad parts of my life. Nobody does. Nobody goes on social media and posts every bad moment of their life. It's just highlights, it's just bubbles, and that's just perpetuating the cycle of hypernormalization. So that's why at times I try to step out of my comfort zone. I share about my mental illness, my life struggles. I'll share when I protested. I'll share posts I see about marches that people are doing, or different organizations doing community service, all of that. And I definitely want to push myself to do more of that. It's just, I just haven't had a lot of time lately, but honestly, that's an excuse. I can make time. And, going out there marching the other day, it felt really encouraging, despite the fact that there was police lined up, watching us, trying to intimidate us. But overall, it was a very peaceful protest. But one thing I disagree with people when they say, they're like, oh, gotta stay peaceful, da da da. And I agree, but at some point, we gotta do more. And it may not be peaceful, because what the higher ups are doing is not peaceful. It's not nice. It's not gentle. It's evil, and it's violent. And sometimes you have to speak the language that they understand: violence. So that's all I gotta say. Free Luigi. Bye. Thank you.